We are entering a new era of private banking, one that is powered by AI and machine learning. Now, as a fintech startup, Bluevisor looks at specialized investments in stocks, ETFs, bonds, savings, and just like a human advisor would do for you. So with me, I've got the co-CEOs. I've got Doyeop Kim.
Yep.
And also Hwang. So welcome, and CEO of Family Office Insights, Arthur Bavelas. Great to have you guys. So Doyeop, start with just what it is that you're trying to do with Bluevisor.
Well, as you mentioned, the Bluevisor is an AI fintech startup, and our final aim is to establish AI bank. And it's the very first step. We wanted to teach our AI to how to invest, to help everybody to lift their financial burdens. So now we are somewhat successfully passed the financial regulators test as Korea's top one profit generating AI. And then we wanted to expand our market to USA.
Yeah, well, you were saying you were just incorporated in California, so
oh, yeah.
That's a big step.
Yeah, it was a big step, and like scratch from the nothing, and building up another company in another country was kind of tough, but we really enjoyed it in California. The weather was also nice.
Yeah, yes, California's got great weather for sure. So Arthur, how do you see this? Like, I know we've heard of robo-advisors and how they're becoming more popular. How does this fit into the whole financial management industry?
So, Jane, as I mentioned earlier, out of hundreds of applicants, Bluevisor was also a winner of the Family Office Funding Challenge, and the reason why they floated to the top and the committee suggested that they be a winner is because they're not just robo-advising, they actually have an algo that helps allocate money into stocks and bonds, which more or less is on autopilot, and then the algo learns. So that's the machine learning part of it. And it's somewhat different from robo-advisors in that there's for now, they've worked with the Korean authorities and the investors in Korea, and they have people who want to hire advisors, but they don't have a big enough checkbook. And so for now, and this will scale over time, you can invest $1,000 with Bluevisor and essentially put it on autopilot, and not only are the fees low, but you don't have to spend any time. Because otherwise, if a financial advisor in the US, for example, wouldn't even take your money unless you had $100,000 or $1 million. Yes. So there's a barrier to entry. And so aside from the barrier to entry and the low amount to invest, there's all kinds of things that are happening technology-wise with the ability to build algos that make sense.
So now, can I ask you a question you can translate?
Yep.
So just kind of why was this necessary to address this unaddressed group of people that are not currently served by the financial industry?
Okay. 왜 지금까지 as mentioned by the Arthur as well, this service is for everybody who are not rich enough. Let me put more diplomatic way. Not fortunate.
We get it. Yeah.
Okay, not fortunate enough.
Yes.
They can enjoy our service as small as just $1. Even they have only $1, they can put it in, and it's free. We are not charging money up to $300K.
Okay.
So every time they see the profit, they can cash out. Unlike the traditional fund, you have to wait until settlement day. However, this one, today, if you see the profit, you can cash out and then you can use it for your own life. So to have everybody to lift their financial burden and then happy life.
Yeah,
that was our aim. Yeah.
I love this idea, Arthur, because I mean, a lot of people, they're just throw up their hands, like, forget it. I don't have $300,000. Why even bother and start? Yeah. But this is a way they can really kind of manage their money, learn, and they're not discouraged from the very beginning. So, I mean, I think this is a huge market that would be addressed.
It's been really interesting working with these folks because the language barrier has actually been instructive, because the words that are used is invest a little bit of money and still have a life. Right?
Love it.
How cool is that, right?
It sounds like a T-shirt.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. That's great.
It's pretty literal, right?
Now, is there big data involved too? Like you're taking in some information and...
Oh yeah, we developed this AI since back 10 years ago. And then obviously another, the system trading, algo trading, those kind of things, we passed those pace, and we realized machine learning implementing machine learning is the best way to outperform the market by the AI. So yeah, it was 10 years data.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. How does it compare to a human performance? And you can both address this if you want.
Well, so far in Korean market, we are almost slightly beating the Kospi. Kospi is like Nasdaq or
Kospi index,
slightly beating. So in the future, we might gonna outperform very well. And 2017, we passed the financial regulator test with during the 6 months in real public market. We are testing. Our performance was 12 to 16% plus during the 6 months. And then back that period, any hedge fund or any fund manager in Korea didn't perform that much. So we are kind of confident, and hope so.
And then what are your goals?
Well, initially, now we we generate revenue through the B2B service to the just normal daily corporate or any enterprise. They have enough cash flow in their in-house, however, not enough to buying or using the treasury or in-house investment team, so they can hire our AI as their in-house investment team, and the employee can enjoy even. So we wanted to implement the same business model in the States. Obviously, market is much huge, maybe 100 times bigger than Korea or more, and then teaching our AI as much as possible to reach our final goal to establish AI bank.
Okay, well, good luck. And
thank you very much.
You started with California, so
yeah, it was really
good luck on your U.S. expansion. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you as well, Arthur, for joining us today as well. And thank you. We'll be right back.